I'm going to go to Alex and Regina and Tom, and I really apologize for making you hold so long. I need to create a rule that I haven't gone to somebody in an hour. We just hang up on them. We're going to do 20 more minutes of overdrive. Matt Dubiel's here. We're going to get into FEMA visiting his house. We're going to get into his TSA run-ins, the anxiety he's having about wanting to take his kids on a vacation, but not wanting to go through being yelled at when you're like, you're not going to stick your hands on my kid's pants, or, making his son who's in a wheelchair get up out of it. I mean, it's amazing. So we're going to talk about that in the next segment with him. But right now, let's go to Regina in Texas, who's been holding. You're on the air. Go ahead, Regina.
Oh, hi, Alex. I'm a first-time caller, and I just wanted to let you know what we're doing in Dallas and that we are listening to you, and we're trying to get the truth out and trying to get more activism going. We rented a theater, and we showed Freedom to Fascism about a month ago, and there was a lot of new people there that knew nothing about this. And then we piggybacked on that. We got a hold of Joe Bannister and Sherry Jackson from the movie and Tom Selgis, and we're actually flying them in and having an event this Saturday at Pastor Broden's church, which is Fair Park Bible Fellowship Church, at 5 o'clock until 9 o'clock. And it's at 1321 Rowan in Dallas. And this isn't just going to be like a one-time event. We're going to, in 2 more months or so, we're going to have Joe back and some other speakers along.
Well, that's beautiful. I mean, again, everyone getting a local radio show, everyone getting an access show, everyone starting a YouTube channel to get trained, to show a program director, hey, here's my YouTube talk show. And if you can just basically talk and you'll come work for free, most stations will give you a slot on the weekend. Next, you're getting sponsors. Next, you're getting paid to spread liberty. I mean, how easy is it on AM and FM stations? I don't think people understand that if you can prove you can talk and aren't a crazy person with a podcast you've done for a year or something, that you can get on major stations. You can, and it's harder in big cities like Dallas and Houston and Chicago, but you can also buy time, and people panic when they hear that, but you can buy time on a Saturday and Sunday on some of these stations for pennies. And if you get somebody you pay for it. How much for an hour show? I mean, if you've got a little bit of talent. Well, like I'll give you 2 examples. WLS in Chicago is like the biggest AM station, in the country. They charge like between $3,500 and $5,000 for an hour, right? But then there's other stations around the country where you could get an hour for $100 on the weekend. And exactly. And then let's say you've got a restaurant, at the corner of whatever. You go, by the way, I'm also a, evil American entrepreneur providing service. We got great hamburgers, great steaks. Yeah. Come on by. Yeah. And once a week we have a Liberty meeting. Yep. And then you'll make the money back from the $100 an hour you're doing it. And then now you could say we're going to have a gun rally. Now, that's one way to do it. They have all these theaters. It's actually started in Austin where you can book it because of projectors. They're in the film cost. Get whatever movie you want in, Liberty movies, you name it. And then once enough people buy the tickets, just because you promote it, it books and pays, and then you get paid to have an event at the theater. Yeah. And then see, just like what this lady's talking about. Is that what you're talking about, Regina?
Yeah, that's what we did. It was the Inwood Theater. It was only $400 to rent it, and we had the people come for free and got their feedback and then got their email, and then we invited them to the next thing. So yeah, but I would charge, so you pay back.
You're evil. But no, but that way you can expand. Of course, no. Of course, I'm kidding. I mean, there's this new culture. It's like nonprofit is hip, and God forbid you try and pay your bills. And well, listen, exactly. I've seen rich people go out and buy 10,000 copies of a book to give to people. That's great. Yeah. It's just that I see shoestring folks give all their money to rent something, put it on. But then you can't do it over and over again. Right. No, charge a moderate amount, not $500 like other people do. Charge enough to pay for it and make a little money to pay for the next one. Yeah, she's amazing. That's great. Yeah, good job, Regina. Good to hear from you. Alex, Tom, we're going to get to you and then get to your FEMA story.